Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon AlteRed Nuzlocke. We're here on part number 30. In this episode, we're here outside of Fuschia City's gym, which should be filled with poison types in this game, so we do have ourselves a couple of team members on the team that will hopefully help with that. Most notably, instead of Grubbo on the team, I have taken out Celeste. Celeste is nuts. Celeste has a stat. I think that's all I need to say. It has a stat. It is a neutral nature, and it has 145 special attack. Which, you know, was nearly Grubbo's downfall at one point, when we first started heading down from Lavender Town, and I see why now. This thing is a monster. It does have Thunder Wave, Psychic, most notably. Obviously, we're heading to a Poison-type gym. We have a lot of Psychic coverage on the team now. Thunderbolt and Flash Cannon, so a pretty good moveset. Thunder Wave, obviously, to cripple things if we need to, but most importantly is Psychic. Very, very, very strong Pokemon. Pretty fast, but most notably, just so much damage. 145 special attack is a lot of damage. We have Titan on the team in second. Just in case it's a double battle, we have Titan in second. I didn't want to have, you know, Leg in second, and then the first two Pokemon be like Poison Dark types. So I figured we'd mix up our coverage a little bit. Titan obviously has Drill Run, which is super effective against Poison types. I did try and learn Swords Dance and level up, because I did get everyone to 44, 45. I did not decide to learn it, though, because I do like the coverage that we have. Plorp, the only change, I think, is that it has... In fact, I don't even know if I changed anything. I think I had Psychic already. I don't think I've changed anything with Plorp. It's just leveled up. 121 special attack, obviously. So, again, more Psychic coverage. Ignis, no changes. Bleg, no changes. And then, lastly, have Aether. Aether is our Flying-type Espeon that evolved from the Eevee. The way it evolves is a little bit technical, and I have allowed something for this run, which I will get into in a second. But it's holding a Sharp Beak to boost its Flying-type moves, fast special attacker, as you'd expect from an Espeon, just kind of type changed, with Psychic. So again, very useful for the gym. And Sweet Kiss, and Dazzling Gleam, and Air Slash, if we need to use those moves for any point. We'll probably just be hitting Psychic. But yeah, one thing I did have to do for this run is I had to get access to a Sunstone to evolve Eevee. And the way that I did this, because they are not purchasable that I could find. If they are purchasable later on, then I have messed up and I apologize. But the only way that I could find to to obtain a Sunstone was from catching a Solrock. Obviously, catching Pokemon other than the Pokemon that is the first thing you encounter on the route is not valid. However, I am not going to be using these Pokemon. Obvious reason. It would be invalid. But they do hold Sunstones, and it is the only way that I know of to obtain Sunstones. So for the sake of, you know, using cool new Pokemon and, you know, having this Eevee actually be a usable thing, I said I would allow myself to, you know, catch a Pokemon with the Sunstone as long as I don't use the Pokemon. This is generally how I've done it for all Nuzlockes ever that I've ever played. But it's not something that comes up very often, so I didn't, like, preface it at the start of the run by being like, hey, we're gonna allow catching Pokemon for items if we need Evolution Stones, because normally you can buy them. So I just want to include that, you know, this is how they were obtained. It is what it is, you know. I can't get them in another way that I know of. The other thing is, while I was training up, I caught a shiny substitute that I called Biff, which is holding a PP max. I didn't realize that before. Yeah, it's a question mark type. It has soundproof. And it has Thunder Wave, because as you can imagine, I Thunder Waved it with Celeste while I was training Celeste up. So it only has Thunder Wave, which is a very funny Pokemon. But yeah, the PP max is kind of nice. So I did get a shiny substitute, and I have caught Solrocks, which will never be put onto the team. They are just there for the item. I wanted to make sure that was clear. Yeah, let's go ahead and get ourselves into the gym now that I've rambled for a couple of minutes. We have a lot of Psychic coverage. We have Titan with Drill Run. We should be good. We already battled this guy, because we saw that his Pokemon were level 44, which is why I feel somewhat on par with the gym, and we will see how bad the rest of it gets. There is a possibility that Saffron's gym with Sabrina is actually a lower level than this. Oh god, it's double battles in the random. Oh. I don't love double battles. We might be able to kill Septicargo with just a Drill Run. but I don't know if that's something that I want to risk. Obviously, we're going to be clicking Psychic, because, you know, everything in this gym should be neutral or weak to Psychic. Septicargo, I think, is neutral, because I think it's part Steel. So I remember the Slugma. Slugma was very strong early. But I'm going to... But then again, I don't know what Porygon does. Makes me want to hit Porygon as well. I'm going to Psychic Porygon, and I'm going to hope that I hit Drill Run on Septicargo and KO in one hit. Because it should be 4 times super effective. I believe in Titan Strength. It's just whether we hit. I think that should KO, right? 4 times super effective? No? Oh, no. And that's resisted on Kuragon? Oh, no. Double oh no's. Cosmic Power, that's fine. Septicargo can have Steel-type moves like Flash Cannon, though. Or possibly even worse, a Ground-type move. Flash Cannon onto Celeste. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Psychic was resisted, so I'm just going to Thunderbolt, in fact, because I apparently have no idea what type that is. And I'm actually just going to Strength, I think, so that I don't possibly miss on Septicargo. This is what I mean about it's nice having an 100% accurate move. Because, yeah. And obviously, it's immune to Poison Jab because this is Steel type. So I'm going to Strength. Hopefully, that's enough to KO. It really should be. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, if that wasn't enough to KO, I would be very disappointed in Titan. But that's fine. We did get the special defense drop on Porygon. So it should go down. Sarantla comes out, which is water poison. So that shouldn't be too scary. Kuragon lives and Psybeams. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's horrible. Don't do that. I'm going to, honestly, I could Thunderbolt or Psychic into Sarantla. We'll probably want to use Psychic more as we go through the gym, so I guess I will Thunderbolt Sarantla, and I'm going to swap Warp in, I think, just to be safe, in case of another Psybeam. I could absolutely have kept Titan in and KO'd the Porygon, but then there'd be a risk of a Water-type move from Sarantla if it lives. It shouldn't live. Okay, I was gonna say, Celeste has a crazy special attack stat. Like, it's... I don't think I've actually looked at what it is in the Pokedex. I kind of want to. In fact, I should look at all of the stats of my Pokemon in the Pokedex more. But, yeah. Uproar hits pretty hard. I don't like how much damage that did, actually. That's a little bit concerning. I can... KO the Kuragon with, like, a Thunderbolt and use Warp's turn to heal, which is probably the smartest thing. This fight's kind of scary to start us off. I was ready for a nice, relaxing time. I have also bought Hyper Potions, because they are available now. Yeah, I should look at all of the stats of my Pokemon in the Pokedex so that I know the stats that I'm dealing with. But also, damn, this double battle is a pretty scary start. If this is an indicator of, you know, weaker than the gym leader, then I am concerned as we go forward. Head underwater. Neither of my Pokemon on the field right now are actually weak to water, so I'm just going to keep them both in. I'm not too afraid. I'm just going to Thunder Wave Will-O-Wisp. They're both going to miss because I think both my Pokemon are slower, and that is fine. And then next turn, we will just double Psychic into it, I think. Dive. Does okay damage. Nothing too scary, though. And we are just going to double Psychic into Hazarduk, because I don't think it's a Dark type. I'm pretty sure it's Poison. Yep. Psychic does good damage. And the other Psychic should KO, and we've already seen what does beat. Pretty scary first fight. Pretty scary first fight. We do get a crit at the most useless time imaginable. Classic. Would have been nice to crit the Porygon, actually. Or it hit that side beam, but oh well. We take out a Juggler. All that for a Juggler. Not even, like, an important fight. Not like an assistant to the gym leader or anything. Just a random Juggler in the gym who's just... He's just hired to try and entertain challenges as they go by. Other people are like, oh, I've heard Koga's a ninja. I've really got to get strong and defeat him. Meanwhile, he just has a Juggler hired in the corner. You know, it's like the least a ninja-like thing imaginable. Imagine trying to be stealthy on a mission as a ninja, but you have your personal Juggler beside you as you go through the mission. I take it back. That'd actually be hilarious. I kind of want to see a show based around that. That'd be actually entertaining as hell. Alright, let's go ahead and continue, though. Hopefully Celeste can single battle things and just Psychic things to death. Like, my thought process was there. When I first started this episode, I was like, Celeste is just going to lead and Psychic. This is also a double battle. Oh no. Okay. I'm slightly afraid because Doom and Loom... I have both of these Pokemon, actually. Doom and Loom is a Ghost type, which is super effective against Celeste. And Bristol might have a Ground type move, which would be super effective against both of us. If we land Drill Run again, I mean, we risked it last time, so we'll risk it again, I guess. I'm going to Psychic into Doom and Loom, hoping that that's just a KO, and I'm going to Drill Run into Bristol. We're a Jolly Nature. I am taking that into consideration, so we should outspeed. Just have to land it. We do land it. That should be the end of Bristol, unless a Focus Sash exists. I haven't seen a Focus Sash in this game yet, I don't think. So I don't want to act under the assumption of a Focus Sash on any of the Pokemon, but it's always in the back of my mind. Whoa! Gooprus. Although I don't know if I should be showing too much appreciation for Lapras right now. Or Typhlosion. Given the events that have unfolded in the Pokemon community lately with the leaks. Obviously, they are just leaks, they are not canon. Do not think that Lapras is actually a horrible Pokemon or anything like that. But it doesn't change the fact that it is information that has come out recently that has changed the views of many. I'm going to Drill Run into it and Psychic into it and hope that that's fine. I do like Gooprus, though. A goopy Lapras. Oh, it survives. But we outspeed and we're fine. I am still sad that we didn't get a Lapras as the gift Pokemon when we went up Self Tower. We got a chair, which was such a weird thing to get. I was fully expecting to get a Lapras, but I guess if Lapras isn't a water type anymore, it does kind of make sense that it isn't what they give you. Not that a chair makes more sense when you don't get a water type. I'm not going to use the chair to surf across the lands. If that chair can learn surf, I'd be very interested to. This is also a double battle. Okay, we're just doing all double battles. Understood. I still think my lead is fine. Glimpale scares me. Vulgaril does not. I don't know if we ever worked out that Vulgaril was a poison type earlier in the run. I don't remember if we ever worked out what type it was. I just remember its tongue. That's all. But Glimpale scares me a bit. Obviously, everything that has come out so far, other than maybe Porygon. Yeah, Porygon wasn't poison because we were resisted on that with Psychics. That couldn't have been poison. Other than Porygon, everything has been poison. So I'm still going to act under the assumption that that is a poison type. I think it's also Bug, because I think I remember hitting it with a Fire-type move or something on one of the Glygars. So I'm going to Psychic into that, hoping that that'll be fine. I might also Strength into it, or I could Drill Run into the Azumarill. If I think we're going to KO. Gliscor would normally have horrible special defense. Obviously, things have changed. Normally it would. So I'm going to Drill Run into Vulgaril and see how much damage that does, because I don't actually know the stat distribution of Vulgaril either, and it could also be very strong. We missed Drill Run. That's what I was afraid of. At least it wasn't against either of the other two Pokemon. Psychic does take out Glimpale. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Vulgaril, what do? You Sludge Bomb. That's neutral. It will hurt. Ow. Ow. Okay. That did hit pretty hard. Celeste does not have great defenses. We could swap out. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Psychic into it, and I'm going to Strength into it, because that can't miss. We know that we outspeed. I don't think we have to worry about Azumarill having, like, Aqua Jet. So I'm just going for big damage. Not healing is scary, but honestly, I'd rather just take it out. That's good damage. That's good damage from Strength. I feel like Psychic should finish it, right? It's super effective. Yeah, cool. Okay, good. And we get a crit. Did that crit matter? I don't know, but I will take it. Oh, I don't love double battles. I have made this clear a lot, but I do think they are more interesting to watch. I understand why Pokemon goes with the format in, like, events of double battles, because I do think they can be very technical. I am just a 1v1 loving idiot that loves to click Dragon Dance and win. Rather than click, light screen and win. It's, not that that's always how it goes, but, you know, you get the idea. Do the famed invisible walls have you frustrated? No, I'm kind of intentionally going around battling trainers, actually, because I'm slightly afraid. Not a double battle! I just accepted. Okay. I want you to know I just went through the mental gymnastics. Holy hell. I did the same speech mistake immediately after taking a moment to pause and try and correct myself. That's the worst feeling. I just did the mental gymnastics of preparing myself for double battles on all of these trainers and being like, it's okay, I like double battles, and then I get a single battle. Classic. Actually classic. I'm gonna go into Bleg for this. As it is still level 44, they've actually fallen behind in levels. I didn't really train them up too much. I might have switch trained them in like once or twice to gain a little bit of XP, but for the most part, I was just focusing on the Pokemon that weren't, you know, at a usable level. Like, for example, Eevee and Celeste. Fire Brolo lives, and Poison Jabs. We're pretty tanky, though. That wasn't very scary at all, actually. That was completely fine. Fire Brolo does have, like, some twitching going on by his eyes. He's thinking about something mean. He looks like kind of a menace. I guess it is a poison type. Covered in sludgy poison and on fire. Being made of poison and on fire does not sound like a good combination. That sounds like a horrible life to live. I can't imagine that'd be particularly enjoyable. We do have Koga. I did miss this guy on the bottom left, but I can't go back to him now, so I guess we're just preparing for Koga. Yes, I'm using a Hyper Potion on Bleg. I think I'm sticking with these as my starts. Do I have anything I could actually give to Celeste? I don't know if I checked enough. I don't think I have anything super crazy that I could give. I mean, Lucky Egg if we wanted, you know, to do that. Maybe a White Herb in case we get a stat lowered. Although the most likely thing that would happen is we'd get intimidated by something, and we don't really care about physical attack, so not the end of the world. I mean, a Quick Claw is usable, if nothing else. This is really something I should have looked at beforehand, and I do apologize for doing this now. I guess we'll give it the Quick Claw. No. I remember why I didn't give it an item, because knockoff exists. And I want to not get hit as hard by knockoff if any Pokemon have it, so I didn't give it an item because we didn't have anything good. I remember my training yesterday. Koga, are you going to be double battles? Probably, right? There was a lot of people in here that did double battle. A mere child like you dares to challenge me. Very idea makes me shiver with mirth. I hate that sentence. Okay. Very well. I shall show you true terror as a ninja master. Poison brings steady doom. Sleep renders foes helpless. And my juggler in the corner will intimidate you the most. That's definitely what he said at the end. Honestly, I'd be more afraid of him if that was what he said at the end. I'd be like, oh damn. He's got the juggler out. Not double battles? I just mentally prepared for... Okay. Metaclops. All I remember about this thing is that it had Psybeam. I wish I had a move like Nasty Claw. That'd be crazy. We could Thunder Wave turn 1, but I feel like we'll outspeed anyway. I feel like the correct play is just to click Psychic, right? It just is. I click Psychic. Let's be real, I'm clicking Psychic. I don't want to overthink things. Half HP is fine. Sludge Bomb, okay. Yep, this is Poison type. That's not too much damage, that's fine. And it has leftovers. Sorry, it has a Citrus Berry. That's much more annoying, actually. Because we are in a range where, like, a poison or a crit would cause a lot of damage and be problematic. So I think might actually pay for us to go into something like Ignis that isn't as likely to be super useful as this fight continues. We could also go to Plorp, I guess. Plorp has Dark-type moves, and I think this is Poison Psychic by the moves that I've seen several times. So we'll go to Plorp. Hopefully it goes for a Psychic moves this time. Sludge Bomb. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Hopefully Night Days... Okay, that did way less damage as well, because we're much tankier. Hopefully Night Days does more damage. It is super effective. And Metaclops goes down. Okay, that's fine. Not too scary. I kind of expected it to be holding an Eviolite, not gonna lie. Glim Pale. We did Psychic this earlier in this exact gym, and it did work. However, I still think it is a bug poison type, and Celeste is missing HP. Might get outsped if it's like a couple of levels higher or has a nature change. Ignis should be fine here. So I'm going to go to Ignis. I want to save my psychic types for things that only a psychic type can deal with. Ideally, I'd like them to stay high health for that. Level 44 v level 44. We're going for a flamethrower. Don't guillotine me is my main concern. I might cry. Toxic. That's fine. That's fine. Timers are yucky, but it's not like I went for a nasty plot, right? If I went for a nasty plot and then got toxic, then I would be much sadder because obviously I'd have set up. But this is fine. Flamethrower just Okos. Nice. My score did not gain any special defense in this game. Okay, understood. Hazarduck. Hazarduck, we can Psychic with Celeste. We outsped with Celeste. We outsped with something else as well. It might have been Titan, actually, which is faster than Celeste, now that I think about it. But still, I think we outspeed here. We Psychic. Hopefully it kills. I think it will. It was super effective. We have a very high special attack stat. Celeste hits hard. Celeste hits hard. Nefario. Lucario. Oh. We know the type of this. We have a Riolu that is Violu that was Poison Dark. Yes. We go to Titan. This is fine. We have Drill Run. Is this his ace? Level 45, maybe. It is kind of ninja-like. I can believe this being his ace. Part of me wants to go for just a big Stone Edge crit, but also, I mean... Stone Edge crit would actually probably hit harder than Drill Run. The Stone Edge hit harder than Drill Run, with it being base 120 now? I think it might. 120 with Stab, 180. Drill Run, base 80, super effective, 160. Stone Edge is stronger, even without the crit. If we wanted to go for as much damage as possible. Much higher miss chance, though. And this is arguably the scariest Pokemon that we are going to be fighting. So I think I'm still going to go for a Drill Run, because the most important thing I want to do right now is hit it. So I'm going to Drill Run. We have speed. Okay, good. Oh, we crit the Drill Run, though. Okay, thank you, Titan. That might have mattered. That might have mattered. I don't know. Lucario's not, like, super tanky or anything, but it might have mattered. Tentacle, that should be weak to Psychic. Also, fighting type, so I'm going to bring in Aether, so we can see Aether's max sprite, because I have not seen it yet. Well, I traded up, so I have seen it. I don't know why I said that. I haven't shown it, is what I mean. Tentacle, 4 times weak to Psychic. I'm going for Psychic. Put him up. Put him up, Tentacle. You're going down. Bonked. Destroyed. This is definitely going to be one of our easier gyms, by the way. Don't think that every gym is going to be like this. We have 4 Pokemon with Psychic coverage against a Poison gym. Right, we're very well set up for this gym. Miasmaria, I don't know what that is. Miasma and Aria. Altaria. We have Smoglu. We have the Poison type Smoglu, so Poison type Altaria. So possibly Poison Flying. I'm gonna go back to Titan. If it's part Flying, then Rock Move. That is an Altaria, level 43. I'm just gonna Strength. I don't want to miss Stone Edge. We're just gonna go for the nice, consistent, 100% accurate move. Altaria is bulky, but not bulky enough. Man, Koga got destroyed. I prepped so much for this, and Koga got destroyed. I guess that means that my prep paid off. I shouldn't think of it as like, oh, I over-prepared for a fight that I didn't need to bring this much to. I should think of it as, I brought in the correct amount of preparation because nothing went wrong, right? That is something that I struggle with a little bit when I'm recording more so, is like, I want the recording to be action-packed and down to the wire. I like that moment when Grubbo lived at 1 HP. Secretly, on my inside, I was like, that's the coolest thing that can happen is a 1 HP survival. The worst thing that can happen is a Pokemon dying. But the best feeling that can happen is a Pokemon surviving at 1 HP. That is Toxic acquired. Am I going to put Toxic on any of my Pokemon? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think so. I don't think I want Toxic on anyone that I have right here. Maybe Bleg, but I like Bleg having on catching Pokemon more so than Toxic necessarily, so it's fine. Alright, I am going to quickly look through the Pokedex, because I have remembered to look through the Pokedex and look at some of the base stats of our Pokemon team, because it's just kind of fun to look at, and I want to see how strong Celeste actually is. We've seen the showcase of it one-shots things, so I mean, we know it's strong, but I want to see the actual special attack. What a substitute stat. 110 HP, 17 everything. If it got actual moves, that would be respectable, actually. That's not the worst I've ever seen. Huh. Oh, Mori. There it is. The Luster Pokemon you have. Base 150 special attack. Like a Dialga. Okay, alright. That is a absolutely nut special attack stat. HP 45. I feel that. I definitely feel the low HP and low defenses. Yeah, 150 special attack, though. That is a nuts special attack stat. That does make sense as to why it kind of destroyed everything. Very strong. Okay, with that gym over and done with, though, next up we have ourselves Sabrina's gym. For Sabrina's gym, I don't think I'm going to bring this exact team. Obviously, Sinistales is going to stay on. I think maybe we replaced with Celeste. I expect there to be a lot of Shadow Ball and stuff like that, so I think I'm going to have Grubbo come back onto the team, as it does have knockoff, which is very nice. And also, Choice Banded knockoff from a Slacking should destroy things. It really should. So, I'll probably get Pamper King back to level 45, and this might be the team that we run. It's not as optimized, necessarily. Maybe we don't want Bristol. Maybe Bristol isn't the smartest Pokemon to bring. Maybe we could bring, like... John Pork. I really called this John Pork. Okay. Maybe we could bring something like Snorlax, just to bring something different in. You know, good special defense, big HP, big attack, hits on the physical side against all the psychic types, has moves like Jarring Jabs, which are pretty good. Maybe I'll bring a Snorlax. Maybe we'll continue going with the well-prepped kind of thing. We also have Cherapic, I guess, which is a dark type. Cherapic is a dark type. We'll see. We'll see. I'll either bring Cherapic or Snorlax. Mr. Crime's also an option, but I think Cherapic or Snorlax might be brought onto the team instead of Bristol, maybe, for Sabrina. But that I will decide a little bit later. So if you guys have enjoyed this reasonably quick episode for once, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,